guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. Back in January I showed a canvas that I made for my sister's birthday, and I have been meaning ever since to do a little DIY video on how to make one yourself if you felt like doing it, and I finally got around to doing it last week because my sister had actually asked me to make one for her flatmate, so I really had to do it. So that was good because it gave me a kick up the bum to do that and film it for you. Now if you like the look of it but feel like you really can't be bothered to make one, I've got you covered. I'm going to be making one for one of you if someone wants it. Maybe no one does, but yeah, stay till the end of the video to find out how you might be able to get your hands on one. But without further ado, let's cut to the tutorial. Okay, so you are going to need a canvas, some acrylic paint, I use black, some paintbrushes, masking tape and double-sided tape, a pair of scissors and a piece of paper with the letter of your choice, which you are going to want to cut out, as I am obviously doing here. And I don't really know what kind of size to recommend because I just kind of go with it. But yeah, I just got this off of Google Images. Obviously you don't even have to use a letter, you could use a symbol. Maybe you want to do like a love heart or something, but I like the letters because it's nice to keep it personal. And yeah, you just want to cut that out. When you're done cutting it out, you're going to want to stick double-sided tape all over it, all on the back of it, obviously stick it on the side that you don't want to have it round the wrong way. So you're going to want to stick double-sided tape all over this thing, and it does get a little bit fiddly, especially it's much easier with letters that have just straight lines, so like E, H, I, L, those are all easy letters. This is obviously the letter G, which does make things a little bit more complicated, but it's not that much of a faff. So then you're going to want to peel the top of your double-sided tape off, and there could be an easier method to this, maybe not using tape, but it needs to be something that's not going to like get really stuck to your canvas and ruin the canvas. So then you're going to want to cut masking tape off, and you're going to place this sticky side up over the double-sided tape. I use masking tape because I feel like it doesn't leave any residue or anything on the canvas, whereas tape could leave like a sticky kind of residue. But yeah, this ended up being smothered in tape, but that's good. It's also quite difficult because your fingers do get really stuck to it. But yeah, there might be an easier method to get this to stick. I haven't found it yet. I don't know if maybe blue tack would work, I'm not sure. But anyway, then you're going to want to stick this down in your canvas. You could measure it out to make sure it's like completely in the middle and in line, but I'm not that precise, so yeah. Then you're just going to want to get your paint. Like I said, I use black, but you could obviously use any colour you want. I just really like how it looks on the black. And yeah, you just paint your canvas, and you can go over the letter because it doesn't really matter, and you do want to go over it as well to make sure that it's all like in line properly. But yeah, just paint around the letter and the rest of your canvas. Moving on to step 2, you're going to need a hairdryer, some crayons and some scrap paper. Now once the canvas is all dry, you're going to want to peel off your letter, and here comes the most tedious part. So I also again haven't found an easier way to do this, so what I do is I cover all the bits that have now been painted in scrap paper, and I've taped them to the cardboard that's under the canvas, which is definitely a lot easier than the last time I did it. And once that's done, you're going to then get your 2 crayons and your hairdryer, and you're going to splatter it all over the letter. As you can see, the hairdryer does lift up the paper, so like I said, I haven't found a method that stops that from happening, so it is really tedious and you do end up getting crayon on the paint, but that's fine, we fix it a little bit later. And yeah, I wish I could think of an easier method to do this. I used the colours purple and turquoise because that's what I used on my sister's one, and I wanted them to match. But once that's dry, and it doesn't take that long to dry, you can go in. This is why I think it's good to use black paint, because you can go in over the bits that have gone on the paint. And yeah, so I filled in all those little coloured bits, and then I did go in and do a second coat of paint as well, because it just kind of needed it, because you could see a lot of brush marks and that. On my sister's one that I made, I don't think I had to do 2 coats, but for some reason this one, I just felt like it needed to have a second coat, which is fine because it really doesn't take that long to dry. I mean, I did do this over 2 days, but if you started it early in the morning, you could have it finished by the evening, no problem. Acrylic paint does dry really quickly, and the wax from the crayons melts really fast as well. So that is the finished canvas. I didn't get like a good picture of anything at the end. I think I might ask my sister to send me a picture of both of the canvases that I made up in her flat, if they have been put up yet. So that is the canvas. It's super easy to do. I know I did say some aspects to it are tedious, but it is still easy. It's just, they're just a little bit annoying. Maybe I can think of an easier way to do it. I think maybe if I use paint instead of crayons, it would be easier, like just doing paint splatters instead of melting crayons, but I don't know, it's all about trial and error, I suppose. If you like the look of that canvas but don't feel like making one yourself because you're lazy, I feel ya, I've got you covered. I'm going to be making one of these for one of you if anyone wants it. It's going to be really embarrassing if no one wants it, but if someone does want a canvas, then here is a little giveaway for you. So all you have to do is, 1, be in the UK, sorry, it's just a UK giveaway, I'm very sorry. 2, all you have to do is comment saying like, I'd like a canvas please. 3, make sure that you are contactable, whether you want to leave your email address or whatever. I mean, I will announce it in a video and message you on YouTube or something, or Instagram or something. However you want to be contacted, just leave it in a little comment. And yeah, that's it really. Just got to be in the UK and gotta respond to me when I ask you for your address. That's pretty much it. Obviously the winner will be just chosen at random using like a comment generator. I'm not just gonna pick whoever my favourite person is. And yes, how long shall we say? Let's call it like a week from this video going out or something. But I don't know when this video is going to come out, so I will probably just write in the description when the cut-off point is for winning a canvas. Let me know if you're going to be DIYing one of these, or if you're going to like take inspiration from it and maybe do something else. And if anyone does recreate this, I'd love to see a picture, which would be really cool. You could tag me on Instagram if you want, if you decide to make one. But anyway guys, that is it from me for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.